and Joe drew on it. So you're going to see that it's been embellished just a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
It says warning. Do not play, swim, or fish. And you can see Joe drew that hook. And he drew the.
Yeah, I see the bottom. Yeah.
You see what he did. Now,
is that an acronym by any chance?
I believe so. And then do you see turds?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what it says. It says possible sewage overflow. Exposure to water may cause illness. And I thought this was quite timely and synchronistic with everything that we've explored about water and the truth that we know about water. Yeah. So now they're telling us, okay, now this gets even better. Please report foul odors, unusual discoloration, or flow from outfall during dry weather. And of course, it's the St. Louis Metropolitan Sewer District. Maybe somebody wants their phone number. 314-768-6260. And I could actually put a sign number there if I was inclined. So on the back, we have a lovely letter, and I'll just hit you with the high points. Oh, Lord. Depending on where sewer overflows are located within MSD's system, they are classified as constructed separate sewer overflows or combined sewage overflows. Mm-hmm. If an overflow discharges or not is dependent upon a number of factors, including how much rain falls over a given period of time. The result is that not all overflows discharge every time it rains. In fact, some overflows will go months or years without discharging. So you can imagine how much caca is there either way you go. Per a consent decree between MSD, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, and the Missouri Coalition for the Environmental Foundation, MSD must now post notification signs at constructed separate sewer overflow points. A copy of the sign for these overflows is enclosed. Pursuant to regulatory requirements, signs for combined sewer flows are also posted. The signs and the mailing are being done to notify the public of the existence and location of constructed separate sewer, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and they do want owners of multiple residential dwellings or commercial properties, like we've already talked about, at 25 South Florissant, that has a basement full of poo already.
Oh, shit.
Right. Oh, shit.
I almost said, oh, shit, but seeing that you said it.
Well, I did say it. I try not to cuss too much, but it just came like flying out. Like diarrhea or something,
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
It just keeps happening. They, want to make sure the tenants know so they can drink bottled water, I guess. The issue of overflows is a focus of theirs, and yada, yada, yada. They've spent all this money and eliminated over 38 overflows. Today they're working on Project Clear, and they need $4.7 billion in spending over 23 years. And this work began in the year 2013. Oh, and it's going to help generations to come. So hopefully they won't have to worry about the nuclear dump down the street or, or Monsanto or any of it, because it's all right here in St. Louis. God,
you have a dump in St. Louis? A nuclear dump?
We do. It's from the World War II storing of the plutonium and everything. It's about 10 minutes down the way in a town called Richmond Heights.
Oh, my God.
And the people have been complaining and have been sick there for years. The babies have cancer.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Nobody can sell their house, of course, because what schmuck would want to buy it?
Yeah, of course. I had to get it. Yeah. What a shame.
It really is. It's a tragic shame. And just like what we've been talking about, though, the more that we can have a place of love in our hearts, but at the same time call these demons out,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's the name of the game.
Well, that's what's happening. People are awakening, and this thing that you're talking about with respect to plutonium and stuff like that. I would venture to say that 20 years ago, no one had a clue, of these things, but now they are. So I think there's a lot of signs to be hopeful about it. It's just that we have such a corrupt government, and it's just so much money and fascism and all that stuff that just keeps everyone under this bizarre control, this illusion, if you will.
Poof. It could change.
It will change.
Right. In 2 minutes. Poof.
It must change. It will change.
One way or another.
Yeah, it will change. No doubt about that.
Right.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Let's
just keep focusing on what you're saying, just keep sending out that vibration, that love, that energy, show people what it's like to be really compassionate. People will see it. They'll gravitate to it. And that's the beginnings. That's how this whole thing is going to change. And that's what's going on right now.
It's so much fun to be involved in it. I know I say that every week and I get a little teary over it, but living my whole life with the knowledge that this day was coming. And then to see the beauty in it instead of to just be wrapped up in all the shit. Here, I'll say that word one more time and be done with it. But, it's such a blessing and such an honor. And everybody that is here on this planet asked to sign up for this. So,
well, it depends on how, philosophically how you look at it. I am of the view that the lower worlds where we are residing right now and interacting, these worlds were not created to be heaven.
Right.
This is where we come to learn. This is where we come to experience things. And unfortunately, some of these things are pretty strong. But we also know in our hearts, if you're awakened enough, that this is something that we as soul, we will always continue. And we will continue to shape the future for ourselves and also for the planet, because that's just the way things must evolve. And so maybe someday this will all become paradise and change. But still, you always need this is like a school of higher learning. You come here to suffer. I hate to say it. That's what the Gnostics would say.
Right.
That.
Right.
And so we come into this reality to suffer. I mean, putting it bluntly. And when we come out the other end, we learn things about compassion. And we learn about these other virtues.
I've confessed to you that I believe it's so we can experience and feel what this divine creator feels.
Yeah, just don't, to me, the important thing is to always remember to be detached and not allow yourself to get caught up in the drama that, if you're a heart math person that, actually measures your heart rhythm and stuff, you want to stay in that place where no matter what goes on, your rhythm is always healthy. It's a healthy rhythm.
Exactly. And, just like the idea of letting it go, there is a process that must be worked through in order to let it go. You just can't say, okay, I'm going to throw it down and there it goes. And that's the journey. So